Welcome. You listen to KHTS 1220 and 98.1 FM. It's the Ask Brien radio show. And my engineer is a little, I don't know, trigger happy or something. He's got a hand stuck on the volume control. I don't know what his problem is.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Well, I don't know. There's other places that you could put that, but I don't know. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just being preemptive.
Preemptive?
Yes.
I'm a very passive person. I don't know why. So, today is the Ask Brien radio show. And for people who have not listened to the Ask Brien radio show, each week we try to go over different topics to try to teach people something regarding business, or sometimes we'll just have a new startup or new company that we can explain what their business is. And sometimes we have companies that have been around for 5 or 7 years and they've been very successful. So the goal is that each week you learn something, get some tips, get some additional information so you can be successful in business. That's our goal each week, and that's where we are today. Now, Ask Brien, for some of you who have listened to the show, you'll know this, but for some of you who have not listened to the show, Ask Brien is spelled with an E, and people do not understand why it's spelled with an E, because most of the times, proper noun, Brien is B-R-Y-A-N or B-R-I-A-N. And so for that, the engineer, which begins in an E, who sometimes gets excited and enthusiastic, is going to explain why we use the E.
Well, I'll tell you why the E is...
No, not why. The E.
I walked right into that one. Anyways, there's...
I just got that. A little slow on the uptake.
Oh, my goodness. Well, there's a number...
My mom was a whippersnapper.
Well, there's a number of words that start with an E that have to do with Ask Brien, almost like a little theme, if you will.
Eggplant?
No, but that's
Does start with an E.
It does start with an E, and that's a good food. Healthy.
But it doesn't have anything to do with entrepreneurship. Which
Boom.
starts with an E.
Bingo.
Well, I guess if you're starting an eggplant business, you'd be an entrepreneur.
True.
What if I'm selling
I mean,
eggplant?
did you have lunch? Why are you even...
Because when you're on a diet, that's all you can think about is food.
That starts with a D.
Food starts with an F.
No, you
Where
said
did you go to
diet.
school?
You said diet. I
No.
said diet
And
starts
what's
with
the
a D.
first three letters of diet?
D-I-E-T.
No. First three
Oh,
letters.
the first three. Oh. How dare! That's so mean.
Oh, God.
Ouch!
Awful.
Ouch is
Get
with an
that
O.
negative energy. E-N-E-R-G-Y.
Actually, hold on. That's a very good, Tracy. We're going to add one today.
What?
Energy. That's a very good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
We don't have energy as part of
Yeah.
the E's.
Yeah, we don't. That's a good one. So you took away the engineer part, which is my favorite because, you run the show. That's how I run the show. I'm the engineer. It's me.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Enthusiasm and excitement, pretty synonymous, but yeah, we bring that. Now we have energy because we have a really good energy here.
Well, we do.
It's a vibe. It's a mood. I'm with it.
Are you with it?
I'm with it.
Are you gung-ho?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready to be taken to another planet?
Sure.
All right, we'll take you there and drop you off.
Well, but there are there are other words, experts, because everybody that's on the Ask Brien Show is an expert in their field.
What are you an expert in?
Engineering.
Whoa, did I walk into that one?
Yes, you did.
Next time I'm not going to give you a softball fat pitch.
I think I crushed that one. Homer. And
Homer Simpson?
Don't. But anyways, we have experience because everybody that's a guest on Ask Brien happens to be very experienced in their field as well.
Is that like, are you insulting my age now?
No.
Because you said experience?
Experience is a good thing. No, it has nothing to do with age.
I was just looking for my age
Well,
discrimination
in
case.
case it does.
I just, thinking that age discrimination lawsuits, but go ahead. Or elder abuse begins with an E.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
gosh.
And I saved the best one for last because you know what, Tracy? He was not being very empathetic with me.
Pathetic.
We
Right? He
got it.
never is.
Empathy.
Empathy? What is that?
It's when you put yourself in someone else's shoes. Not literally, though.
What size do you wear?
13.
Well, I wear an 8, so I could never be. Yeah, I could be in your shoes, but you could never be in mine.
This is very true. That's physically.
Well, he
His foot
could,
would stick,
but it
his
just
foot
wouldn't
would stick out on the other side.
be very tight fit.
So without any further ado, how do you spell ado?
ADIEU.
Is it, you sure it's not ADD?
No, no, nope. It's not what I got.
So we have our co-host, Tracy.
Yes, so I'm in the house today. I'm glad everyone noticed because apparently no one noticed last week that I wasn't here.
Oh, this house.
So, yeah.
I thought you were like at your home.
I
like you had
noticed,
your-
Tracy.
Yeah, I thought you were at home and you're like just sitting around eating your ice cream and hanging out and like, oh damn, I got a show.
No, well, I was, but but regardless.
I noticed, Tracy.
And
Well, thank you, Patty. But apparently it wasn't universally noted that I wasn't here last week because I was at Podcast Movement, the world's largest podcast conference in Nashville, Tennessee. And I just want to say for the record that I didn't even miss you,
ooh,
my host, but I did miss Patty.
but now that's not very empathetic. So therefore, you're the same level as I am. So just remember that one, Missy.
Yeah, it was. I have to say that didn't feel like very good energy when I said that, so I'll take it back. Of course, I missed you. I missed all of you guys.
Well, we never make jokes on this show, so we take everything serious.
Never. No. God.
Yeah, right.
So
You made me
hardcore,
cry.
right.
You made me cry now.
Yeah, I know that's
Yeah.
impossible.
Cue the waterworks as we speak.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Mr.
So-
Engineer, do you have a tissue?
I do.
Right behind you.
Buzz Lightyear to the rescue.
So today I'm excited because I actually get to interview you about trademarking and it's interesting that we're doing this today because consistently over the last 3 months, if not longer, I have been being barraged with questions, hypothetical situations, and wanting more information around trademarking. And so I figure if it's happening to me, that a lot of entrepreneurs might be interested in not only claiming their brand, securing their brand, but keeping their brand from being stolen, which is your new venture, right?
Well, we don't keep it. Basically, we're almost like a service by monitoring. So the company is called Trademark Patrol, TM Patrol for short. And what the company does is they monitor throughout the internet, throughout the state databases, the trademark databases, the United States Patent and Trademark Office, to determine whether or not somebody is using your name somewhere else. And actually, a lot of times people are using, people aren't aware of this, people can actually bid on a trademark. So if you were selling Coca-Cola, you could bid on AdWords for Pepsi-Cola. And most people think, well, how is that possible? Because it's a trademark. But the reality is you can actually bid on those trademarks, and there have been court cases that have come down which have allowed some people to bid on that. Google was involved in some of these lawsuits. The biggest case was 1-800-CONTACTS. 1-800-CONTACTS found out that Lens.com was using the 1-800 contacts in their Google advertising, and so
Ooh,
yeah.
not smart.
yeah.
I mean, smart in theory, but not smart in execution.
Well, yeah. So if I got a hamburger store, I'm just going to advertise McDonald's. People check out McDonald's, and they're going to come to my store, which is called Your Burgers. And Your Burgers.
Yeah, which it could be bait and switch. I would say that would be called bait and switch burgers.
Well, yeah, but they're not fish, so there's no bait. But yeah.
It's so fun to interview a lawyer because you're just so exacting.
Well, yes, because we're taught that if you ever put yourself into a bind and make a commitment, then you're on the hook. So we try to go around that area. But
So what was your vision behind starting TM Patrol? Like, what led you to launch that? And is it an additional revenue stream for your attorney practice?
it actually doesn't have anything to do with my attorney practice. Basically, there are people that have trademarks. Right now, almost 1 million people a year are applying for trademarks with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Most people are going through companies like LegalZoom or search engine companies or or lawyers. I'd say probably maybe 20% of people, if it's that high, are probably going to lawyers for trademarks. They're doing things themselves. They're going through the legal Zooms, but realistically, they're not. And what I found is, just because you have a trademark, people don't realize that when you have a trademark, that you have to watch it and monitor it. Because if you do not, if you find out that, for instance, somebody's infringing on your mark and you do nothing about it, you can actually lose your mark. It's called abandonment. So you have to be very, very careful about that. So one of the reasons why this is done is to protect people from allowing their name to be abandoned. Also, people can trade off your name. So if you're selling a product, it doesn't have to be Louis Vuitton or Gucci. You could come out with a brand new product, XYZ, and you'd be surprised. It doesn't take long for people to start trading off of almost any product that's out there once they feel that it's got some name recognition. And basically, it's kind of stealing is a tough word to say, but it's very, very close. I mean, basically, with counterfeiting, you're going out there and taking somebody's name. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, and I have a top 10 list for the products that are counterfeited, and that also applies to this. Why? Because people are counterfeiting different products, and I have the top 10 list. And for the top 10 list, I wanted to go over that with you. So
I want to go over that too, because I mean, you mentioned like Louis Vuitton and Gucci, and I know that there's a lot of counterfeit products that you can find on a certain street in New York City that look a lot like Louis Vuitton and Gucci products, but they are not in actuality Louis Vuitton and Gucci products.
I thought that's where you bought your wardrobe.
Do not be judging my handbag right now. I cannot confirm nor deny that I may have shopped on Canal Street in my time, but I don't know that to be a factual statement.
Of course, you know where it is, so that right away says something.
Well, you see it on the subway sign. I can't help it.
You're from Savannah.
Not originally.
Do they have subways there?
No, they don't. But to your top 10
Except
list,
for sandwich shops. They do have the Subway sandwich shop.
And by the way, just for clarity purposes, since we are being so exacting, I am not from Savannah, nor have I ever once in my life ever lived in Savannah. I am from Virginia and lived in Georgia.
Well, Savannah's in Georgia the last time I checked. But.
Yeah, it is, but it's not the only city in Georgia. But anyway, we digress.
Well, we always digress. That's the story.
I do think that Savannah is a very beautiful city, however, and I do like to visit there. But in terms of counterfeit,
there's no E in laughing.
No.
That's the engineer.
Okay.
So, our top 10 list.
So, all right, are we going to start with number 10 or are we going to start with number 1? Let's start with number 10 and see.
Hold on. Only if you have a drum roll.
Okay, hold on.
No, not you. I'm waiting for the engineer. I keep on asking him. He's like so far behind. Every week
talking
I'm
to
offering
me.
He says he's an excellent engineer, and he can't even do the drum roll.
Hold on. I don't think we have.
What do you mean to be more specific? Because I thought I had to pull that one.
I don't think we don't have one, but let's
Yes,
try.
you do.
Let's try this one and see if it works. It's a spinning sequence.
No. At least the bell or something. that gets the buzzer. You know, like the X on Family Feud.
What about an applause?
No. That's just for me because I'm on the show.
Okay, well, I'd be happy to recreate my drum roll if you like. But
I cannot believe you don't have a drum roll.
I don't know where it went. It's not here. I saw it a long time ago. It's not here.
Well, you're gonna have to play the drums this week and
record it. Yeah, let's.
Yes, exactly. Or you can get an instrumental on a CD.
True that.
All right.
Okay then, or maybe yeah. So anyway,
Yeah. So let's get back on point. I'm the only one here without ADD. So.
Stop. Oh my God, that's insulting. So okay, starting with
number 10. Number 10 on the list of top 10 items that are counterfeited as of 2018. Computers and accessories. So when you have
but what kind of accessories? Like computers, I get, but like smartphones or AirPods?
No. Accessories would be like maybe the power pack that goes into the computer, maybe anything that would be a connector to that, maybe a surge protector,
Oh, like okay.
an
So
accessory.
you're saying that people sell a bunch of fake Apple computers, like my computer right now could be a fake?
Well, so on the computers, at the 2018 report presented by the President of the United States, we have 1%, which was Donald Trump at the
never
time.
mind. We just won't go there.
Okay, 1%, but number 10 was computers and accessories.
Okay.
Hold on. Do you have anything? I mean, Mr. Engineer, nothing?
I'm actually like actively searching on there. I don't see. I'm looking for a drum roll. I mean, I have sound effects, but it's not like a drum roll.
What kind of sound effects do you
Well,
have?
you just pick
Do
a
a bell.
random
Do a
sound
bell.
effect.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go back to the sound. I was looking at other sound effects. I mean, we have like, and I'll play this for you, Tracy, too, so you can hear it. I have like a
No.
like a ding.
Oh, you don't have to
No.
play that ever again.
You don't have to play
Okay.
that ever again.
I think that's a good answer. All right. Number 9.
Okay, wait. I do have a clarification question on the sourcing of
Well, we're in
this.
the middle.
This
We're in
is
the
not
middle. We're in the middle of a. Go ahead.
But this is not a political statement, but I feel like everyone's going to be curious. Why is it the President of the United States that originated this report?
No, it was done by Homeland Security, and it was presented to the President of the United States. Combating.
Okay, because I just couldn't see him up in the Oval Office just whipping out this report, so I just needed a little clarification around that. Okay, so, all right, number 9.
So number 10 was computers and accessories. Number 9 with our something, if he gives me, but I guess not. Number
I mean, I
9.
can use other ones.
I don't think you can because
That's
you can't
so
find them.
lame.
Number 9, toys.
Toys.
Barbie
Or
dolls.
like,
Maybe be Bobby dolls or Barbie dolls, but it's made in, I don't want to say China or somewhere else, but, somewhere else, and it's not made or licensed by Mattel Corporation, who owns Barbie. And that's one total. of
what
one.
about like Disney products? So does that include? Because I would imagine there's like a lot of Elsa and from Frozen that are probably knocked off.
I'm sure, but any toy would be included in here. So, number 8,
Oh my God, I'm gonna have a headache by the time we get to number 4. Okay, number 8,
optical media.
like sunglasses.
No, media, optical. So maybe like a VHS tape or whatever that's on there. Okay.
Oh, okay, optical medium, meaning like a DVD or in the old school days of VHS. Yeah, because you can see those being sold on the side. That's why they have all those disclaimers when you go to the movie theaters that say you can't record this product. It's an infringement.
Hold on. Don't you remember the Seinfeld episode where he brings in his camcorder and he's filming the movie, Jerry? Anyway, that's a good episode.
Sometimes I feel like this show is an episode of Seinfeld, but
I don't know. It's not really real life, but go ahead. All right. And for number 7, if the engineer ever finds anything, number 7 on the list
Number
of
7.
most counterfeited items. Pharmaceuticals, personal care. Now that makes sense.
Pharmaceuticals, personal care. So is that like fake Xanax and lipstick?
Well, it's more likely fake Viagra, which our engineer uses, and
Oh my!
the secret is out. People.
What?
The secret is out.
That is not kind, but it's good that he.
Hold on,
that
it does
Patty-
have an E in it.
Well,
ED.
but,
So
I mean, maybe.
It's
But
right.
I want to use I have a sound effect for that little joke of his. It goes.
Okay.
It's a boo.
But anyway, pharmaceuticals are.
Please wait, Patty. At least you didn't say you used the lipstick. That might have been worse, actually.
Well, let's not attack all the.
I don't have a drum roll, but I got something we could use
All
for the
right,
next
so-
one.
Now,
Okay, so pharmaceuticals.
but pharmaceuticals is big because it's a $1 billion
It's
industry,
huge.
and
Right.
people don't want to spend $500 for a drug when they get it for $10. Hopefully it's got the same ingredients, and you can take a drug and break it down in a pharmacy, with a chemical person, and they can actually determine what it is. So There is
Yeah,
value.
if I was a guy, I would be hugely frightened to take a fake Viagra. But I mean, I guess
Well,
that's a risky
what about
thing.
a fake blood pressure medication? You know, the
Yeah,
point is,
no fake medications feel very good to me right now.
but when you're paying $5.60 for a drug and you get it for $56, and it's from Canada or some other country, they do it. So and the total is 7%. So 7% of the pharmaceutical drugs are counterfeits.
Wow. But now, do they have the opportunity to infiltrate like pharmacies like Walgreens and CVS, or are these people buying counterfeit online?
Well, I think both. I think both. Online definitely has increased the amount of capacity, and we're going to do one more, and then we're going to take a break. So we're going to get to number 6. That'll be our last one. Then we'll have to go to number 5. Consumer products, number 6. 8%
Consumer what?
products.
Well, that's a bit broad.
Well, yeah, of course. So is pharmaceuticals. I mean, we're not talking about the drug dealer down the street.
Do they narrow down consumer products into like maybe like a certain category or?
Well, no, but we are getting there. But consumer products is number 6, and 8% of all consumer products are counterfeits. But we got to take a break, and while we take a break, the engineer promised me that he will find a drum roll. So we're all excited.
I made no
when
such
we come back.
promises.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, I
And-
didn't hear that promise either, Patty. By the
Well,
way,
that's because he said it off the record just to me without you being here, and he was passing me post-it
Oh.
notes on the show. So yeah.
Oh, okay. He slipped you a post-it.
Anyway, without
Okay,
any
got
further
it.
ado, you're listening to KHTS 1220 and 98.1 FM, and I'm sure the station owner is so happy about all my jokes today.
Gavin Newsom is the most arrogant governor the state has ever seen. He's imposed more restrictive COVID mandates than any other state in the country, and yet California is no safer than any other state. I'm Arif Halaby, owner of Total Financial Solutions, and we've been assisting Santa Clarita residents with their financial goals for over 25 years. Under Newsom, my friends, neighbors have lost their jobs and their businesses. Our kids have lost a full year of in-school education and will now be forced to wear uncomfortable, restrictive, and very unhealthy masks for up to 10 hours a day during this upcoming school year. This is all in defiance to the very science Newsom and his cohorts pledged to follow. COVID restrictions, a spike in crime, and the homeless crisis are all blamed on Newsom's policies. More than 1,900 people a day have left the state of California. Enough is enough. It's time for a change. On September 14th, I urge you to vote to recall Governor Gavin Newsom. We support replacing him with Larry Elder, not a politician, but a leader with sensible solutions. Common sense, fix the state. Vote for Larry Elder. Visit electelder.com. That's electelder.com.
The shows must go on. The Main in Santa Clarita is your destination for free online music, theater, art, and entertainment opportunities. Tune into fun variety nights, join a talent show, learn from filmmaking experts, attend a modern play, and more from the comfort of your home. For more information and to view upcoming events, go to facebook.com/themainnewhall or at themain.org. Enjoy the shows.
Chiquita Canyon Landfill takes the waste from our homes and local businesses and puts it to good use. With cutting-edge clean energy technology, Chiquita Canyon powers 10,000 homes each year by harnessing the methane gas from the landfill. So, the next time you wheel your trash can to the curb, feel good that your waste is on its way to making green energy at Chiquita Canyon.
Chiquita Canyon Landfill, our partner in sustainable living.
When you're looking for a midnight snack, sometimes fast food just doesn't cut it. California Bakery and Cafe is open 24/7, so you'll be able to find fresh donuts, danishes, bagels, all-natural fruit juices, gourmet sandwiches, and much more at any hour. With elaborate cakes for any occasion, including weddings, baptisms, anniversaries, corporate events, or any special event. California Bakery and Cafe in Santa Clarita is open 24 hours to satisfy any craving, anytime. Call us, 255-1254. That's 255-1254.
Do you suffer from peripheral neuropathy in your hands or feet? One drug after another, continuing numbness, tingling, burning pain, balance problems, decreased quality of life? Are you experimenting with drugs like Lyrica, Neurontin, gabapentin, Cymbalta with limited success and your doctor telling you just have to live with it? My name is Dr. Thomas Pilecki, DC, host of Get Better with Dr. Pilecki and founder of Neuropathy Dr. X. I'm here to tell you that there is now a non-invasive natural solution to your neuropathy right here in Santa Clarita. A solution that addresses the underlying causes, and we're proud to say that we have an 87 to 97% success rate with neuropathy sufferers in getting their lives back. I'd like to invite you to our next seminar, when we'll teach you how to reverse this deadly condition that affects over 50 million Americans today. To reserve your spot now, call 753-9340. This is a free seminar, but seating is limited, so call 753-9340 now.
If you want to take advantage of today's record prices and sell your house fast without having to pay those crazy real estate commissions, listen to this. David Bartels here with Everhome Realty. Sell your home for under $4,000 and get full service, expert representation, and a 5-star experience from one of America's top 100 real estate agents. We guarantee great results. Call now, 661-403-4077, 661-403-4077, or go to everhome.io to learn more.
Hometown, your hometown station.
Welcome back. You're listening to KHTS 1220 and 98.1 FM. Like no other station in the world.
Wow!
Yeah. Come on in. We're going to have fun today. So we have our station owner, and she's right here.
It's about ready to fire you on the air.
Well, that'd be awesome.
Oh, my God.
We're going over the top 10 items. Do you have your ding machine?
Actually, yeah, I do. I do.
So number five on the items most counterfeited are consumer electronics. Thank you. Finally got the bill going here.
Okay. Can someone just help me understand how consumer products is not, why isn't consumer electronics considered under consumer products? I'm still really kind of stuck on this whole broadness of consumer products. I need some help with that.
Well, consumer electronics is very specialized, right? We've got, radios, TVs, anything that's electronic, whereas consumer products is much broader. You don't have to require an electrical item for it. Like a toothbrush is a consumer product, right? Consumers use it, right? There's no requirement that it be electronic. Anything that's not electronic would be is basically what the consumer products would encompass.
Okay, I would not be upset if someone sold me a fake Oral-B toothbrush. I'm just saying, that would not upset me nearly as much as.
Well, do you want to buy an Oral? I'm going to send you an Oral, an Oral-E toothbrush.
An Oral-E. That's kind of funny, actually. Just saying. Okay, so what's number 4?
Number 4? This one, actually, I would have expected to be number 1 or 2. Handbags and wallets.
I got something for you.
You're supposed to do that before, not after.
No, because you're supposed to say it and be like, dun, dun, dun. See, Tracy liked it.
Right, but it was done. The timing is off.
Well, no, you had to say it first, and then I would say it.
I'm kicking you out of the Comedians Hall of Fame.
This is going downhill so fast. We should never be left to our own devices.
Well, Tracy, if you were able to watch it right as we were coming back from break, Jerry was right behind him, as he's doing his boxing thing, and before he even has a word on the mic, Jerry was right behind him. And you see me going to him because I'm waiting for Jerry to scream back at him, and I'm like, no. Oh, it's crazy over here. It's funny.
Yeah, I can sense that. Okay.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Oh my God! It takes a while to get this guy going. All right, number 3 on the list of most counterfeited items: watches and jewelry.
Well, yeah. See, that's number 3 because, in my opinion, I would have definitely hands down thought that was going to be number 1.
Well, and what's crazy about it is the percentage: 13%. 13% of the items
13%.
are counterfeited. So you might want to check out your Rolex.
I think you might want to check out your Rolex.
I bought all my Rolexes at Canal Street for $10. They're all legit.
Yeah, so you could just go get a new watch on Canal Street versus replace the battery because
Actually, that's double the cost. That's double the cost. I recall it was in either Shanghai or Beijing, and they had gold Rolex watches that, $5, $5. So you can buy one for $5. You just have to go to China.
Yeah, well, that's a little bit more expensive than just replacing the battery, and yeah,
The whole trip, yeah.
But however, okay, so that's number 3. So I really am like on pins and needles for what's number 2 and number 1. Maybe you could play a sound effect, Patty.
Boy, this is totally unscripted because he's not catching it, but okay.
What do you mean? I'm waiting. You're supposed to cue me when it's ready.
Engineer, what do you think is number 2?
I have no idea.
Well, give me a guess. Engineers. Oh.
Engineers.
No, not true.
Footwear.
Huh.
So you better.
Oh, yeah.
So you better check your Nike. You better check your Air Jordans, and you better check. I don't know what's a good brand on the shoes. Trace?
Adidas. I don't know.
No, shoes. Expensive shoes.
Adidas makes
Huh.
shoes?
I'm talking about like those $1,000 pairs that you're always buying at Saks Fifth Avenue on your expense
like
account.
Ferragamo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
So that's probably that.
yeah.
That does make sense for that, right?
Yeah, that makes sense for that. I would.
And now
say.
we need.
Okay.
Now we need a double drum roll for number 1.
Yeah, that's.
It's just Tracy's reaction's so good with that.
Number 1.
Somehow I feel like we're in the Addams family.
Number 1 on our list: wearing apparel. And just to let everybody know, 18%. 18%.
Huh.
So that means
18%.
right. So if 5 people walking down the street, one of them is wearing fakes. 18%.
You know what? I just really feel sorry for the other large percentage of people who think that they're wearing the real thing, but they're probably wearing the fake and they don't even know it.
Well, obviously, since I'm wearing my Target shirt, it's obviously fake. I spent $6 for it, so we know that's fake.
Well, I think you probably overpaid, but anyway. So we're not talking fashion and style. We're talking trademark hijacking, which is basically like a huge trade. Because if you add up those percentages, that equates to a lot of dollars.
You're talking about $500 billion each year, because people.
$500 billion.
Right,
Wow.
that's almost what the engineer gets paid.
Oh my.
Yeah. I think based on my background in working in radio, I can say that it's definitely not factual.
Well, if you
I can confirm.
if you take Jeff Bezos' money and you multiply it by about 5 of his entire net worth, you might be close to the amount of money that's being lost in trademarks. And not only that, but there's another factor with counterfeits and trademarks: loss of jobs. So, for instance, it's not just the 500 or 600 billion dollars of lost sales that companies are making. Like, for instance, Tiffany's could have sold that watch for $3,000, but somebody bought it at Canal Street for $30. No one's talking to engineer who bought it there, but the fact of the matter is, there's not only just losses there, but there's also losses in jobs, because Tiffany could have made 50 more watches and sold them. And it goes up the stream. So basically, it's an economic loss to that. It's also affects the brand name. Why? Because people don't know if that Tiffany watch is real or not. And people want to know that it's real. And that's why companies such as Tiffany, and even lesser names. I mean, it could be the Timex watch company. The fact of the matter is, what does that do to your name, right? If you have a watch out there and the watch is $3,000 and supposed to be the best watch ever, and then you're buying a knockoff and somebody doesn't know they're buying a knockoff, and then the watch stops running after 3 weeks, well, what does that do to the name? It affects the name. That's why people that own companies like Tiffany or whatever, they're out there enforcing it, not just to keep their prices high, but also for the quality, because it's the quality that's important, not the price. You won't be able to sell it for $3,000 if you've got a bad reputation out there. So they have to go out there and search. And that's one of the things that Trademark Patrol does. They go out and they find, okay, we found out that this company is selling Tiffany's watches, and it, $18. We know it's fake, so Tiffany needs to close it down. So a company like Tiffany can hire a company like TM Patrol and get one of their monitoring services. But TM Patrol itself is not really on the high end side. There are more sources to do in bigger companies and expensive programs. This is more for somebody that just got their trademark or has a trademark recently, that is building a brand, that doesn't want it to be taken over, and that's what we're really there for. So, engineer, when are we taking a break?
We could go like right now.
Well, all right.
Okay,
Only if
you asked.
It's not like I had a question or anything.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. You're on the spot. Go.
No, I can save it. No, I can save it till we come back from the break. I'm good. I can save it.
Well, you can save it, but do you mean it?
No, I can save it. And yes, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to mean it. But when we come back.
All right. Like no other station in the world. KHTS.
When you look at your child, you see so much. A creative spirit that surprises you every day. A little leader growing to discover who they are, what they love, and how they can make the world better. At SCVI, we see those same amazing things. Our tuition-free TK through 12 charter school provides boundless opportunities to think critically and imagine freely, with a learning program customized just for your child. Today, that means empowering your child to bring strengths and passions to the distance learning environment. Our approach keeps your child and family in step while online, inspiring your learner to keep growing without missing a beat. At SCVI, your child will find even more ways to grow with projects and activities in STEAM, robotics, theater, music, and sports. With the only international baccalaureate program in Santa Clarita, SCVI produces graduates who excel at top universities and in life. For enrollment information or to learn more about our distance learning program, visit ileadsantaclarita.org. iLead Schools. Free to think, inspired to lead.
If you have a business problem, if someone doesn't honor their agreement and you need an aggressive attorney with over 27 years experience, the Law Office of Peter Bronstein has helped partners resolve disputes, franchisees resolve disputes, and other business owners who have a challenge. Let the Law Office of Peter Bronstein take your stress away. Visit lacorporateattorney.com. Don't wait too long and lose your rights. Solve your business challenge problem today. Visit lacorporateattorney.com.
Finding the right lawyer can be a challenge, but in Santa Clarita, there's no need to search when there's Hacker Law Group, Santa Clarita's premier litigation firm. Jeffrey Hacker has represented celebrities, financial institutions, accident victims, real estate developers, realtors, contractors, businesses, nonprofit organizations, and other individuals and companies with their legal challenges. Mr. Hacker is one of Santa Clarita's leaders, consistently listed as one of our most influential. When everything is on the line and you need legal counseling, visit hackerlawgroup.com.
Your business sign is essential to getting customers to your location. Feathers can help you get your business noticed. Feathers, now in a new larger space with plenty of parking. They walk you through each phase of your project with special attention to detail and quality. Feathers will provide you a sign that you can be proud of. Your sign will draw customers in instead of having them drive by. Visit Feathers online at feathersigns.com or go to Feathers' brand new bigger location at 26017 Huntington Drive off Rye Canyon or call 298-9442.
Save water and save money. SCV Water wants to help you find your fit and take advantage of conservation rebate programs that will help you save. Water your landscape more efficiently. Replace your lawn with water-wise plants. Conduct free in-home water surveys. Cover your swimming pool and more. Find the programs that fit your needs and start saving today. Visit conserve.yourscvwater.com to learn more.
That's conserve.yourscvwater.com.
Hey bargain shoppers, did you know that there's a brand new grocery outlet in your area? At the new grocery outlet in Santa Clarita, you can cut your grocery bill in half with their otherworldly deals on brand name items. Find amazing deals on fresh produce, meat, dairy, and wine. These are actual everyday savings on the name brand groceries you know and love. It's no wonder all customers end up feeling such bliss at Grocery Outlet Bargain Market, now open on Plum Canyon Road near the Starbucks. See you there.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
Comfort Keepers provides your loved one with loving in-home care.
Miles McNamara, certified senior advisor and owner of Comfort Keepers in-home care.
Our caregivers can help you in your own home, enhancing independence, creating safety and comfort. Our Comfort Keepers provide companionship, meal preparation, medication reminders, assistance with personal care, and even transportation to doctor's appointments. If someone you love can use a helping hand at home, visit comfortkeepers.com.
Or call 287-4200.
It's like no other station I've ever listened to. It's great.
Your hometown station.
Welcome back. You're listening to KHTS 1220, 98.1 FM. What happened to Jerry? She's not here.
No, she's not.
I thought she's...
That was good, right?
Yeah, that was good.
No, she's not. Done.
She's not
done.
coming in here soon. Okay.
I got it right this time.
Thank you. Oh,
Okay, so
is the laughing hyena bit there?
No, that's actually Tracy.
Oh, okay.
No, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Okay, so we don't have a lot of time left, but we need to hear the other list that you have, which is the top 10 ways for people to protect themselves online. Is that right? Is that your list? Did the president do this one?
Oh, the president hasn't done anything. This is all done by Homeland Security because it is national security when counterfeiting is involved. Okay.
Okay, well, I was just curious because I want to
We're
make
gonna
sure.
go. We're gonna go in the opposite direction, though.
Okay.
Number one thing you can do to prevent or help yourselves dealing with counterfeiting. Okay, comprehensive terms of service agreement. So when you're on the internet, when you have your site up and you have a terms of service, you have to be very, very careful how you do it. So if people are going to be selling products on your site, like an Amazon or an Etsy or someone or whoever it is, when they're selling products, those companies themselves can put language in there basically saying, hey, listen, if you do this, you're out. Okay? That's probably the number one way and best approach because under contract we can get that stopped. So that would be number one. Now, do we have a drum roll?
No.
Wow. Okay. Number two on the list.
Just going to hear
And-
that
and-
in my sleep.
Well, we may not be able to go all. We may have to go fast towards the end because we've got
All
a
right,
few minutes
top
left.
three. Top three.
Okay. Significantly enhanced vetting of third-party sellers. Okay. So that
Okay,
means
that makes sense.
that if you want to sell a product on our site, we need to know who you are. We need to get some actual production, a sample, something to show that, hey, what you're selling is real. And if it's a Tiffany product, we need to see a certificate of authenticity to know that it's true. So you can do that. That's something else companies can do to help lower the ability for counterfeiters and hopefully get rid of the whole concept. Number three, limitations on high risk products. So if we know that the number one item is apparel, whatever, I mean, obviously you're not going to get rid of apparel, but if you have, somebody selling Rolex watches, okay, there's a high chance that if somebody's selling a Rolex watch for under $500, it's a fake. Even a used Rolex watch is more than $500. So you can use formulas and systems, especially algorithms, on these websites to figure that out. So that would be another way to do that. Then, number four, effective notice and takedown procedures. So that would mean that you have a procedure in place that where if Tiffany did find something on your site you vetted them, you went through all those processes, but still they're on there or somehow it slipped through, that there has to be a quick way to notify the company, and then the company can take steps to take it down on their own. And so that's another way that we can help out and lower the counterfeiting. The drum roll is just completely stopped. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's asleep, but
No, I can't play. We're getting
At the
close.
wheel.
I can't play him anymore now.
All right, so we're going to go over the next few because we want to make sure we get it in on time, and we do only have 2 minutes. And then we'll try to go over some of these, whatever.
Okay, go.
Number 5, enhanced post-discovery action. So again, once you discover that something is there and it's counterfeit, that we can continue to go after it. Indemnity agreements for foreign sellers. So if you have somebody that's selling a product on your site, if they have to indemnify you, meaning that they have to pay for all the losses and they agree that if it's not accurate or not authentic, they have to pay something, there's less likely to have them do it. Clearing transactions through banks that comply with U.S. enforcement requests. So in other words, some people can say, hey, I'm selling my Tiffany watch, but who cares? I'm going through the Bank of Bangladesh, and I'm over here. No one's going to catch me. So that's fine. I don't know why. My engineer is giving me the peace sign, so I guess we're at peace.
Peace out. Peace out.
I meant for 2 minutes, but yeah.
Number 8, it's not the 2-minute drill in football. Number 8, pre-sale identification of third-party sellers. So again, identifying who those sellers are and making similar to the vetting process, but not exactly the same. Number 9, establish marketplace seller IDs, so that before you can actually sell, again, part of the vetting process, you have to maybe not only show your identification, but going through an entire process and issuing a seller ID to somebody. And number 10, clearly identifiable country of origin disclosures, because typically people, if they're going to fake that, those are the areas that they're going to get to. So we only have about 30 seconds left, and while we did a lot of joking on this show and a lot of fun, whatever, I do hope that everybody has learned something about counterfeiting. There's a lot more to learn about it. The website is www.tmpatrol.com, Patrol.com. It's a monitoring site and allows people to monitor their trademarks, and it doesn't have to be Tiffany. It could be just your local trademark. Thank you very much. KHTS 1220, 98.1 FM.